Previously on Plotty Time.
I always just assumed they were in prison together. Zaxxon?
His hacksaw, yeah. His hacksaw. It was his hacksaw.
Oh, okay. They're like, here, you tired of walking around naked? Take these ridiculous clothes.
Hey, everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail with all the necessary and appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
Then why is he stabbing you with a poo pen and chaining you up in the basement?
And on the other side of the table, Dr. Syintist.
Pussy used in the wrong way will fuck a man up. Pussy used in the right way ain't no better.
My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, needs more flubber. Raven? Welcome to Plotty Time. So this week we are doing a very special game, but before we get into that...
it is special in some way.
Trust me, it's special. I'll tell you why. We'll get there.
All
But
right.
before we get into that, let's start with Dr. Syintist. What have you been doing this week? Playing? If nothing, make something up. What have you been up to?
Well, I watched the newest episode of Outsider and Picard, and that's about it.
All right.
Yeah. Played a little bit of Lego Avengers, but was gone this weekend, so I didn't get to do much else.
Are the Outsider and Picard still going strong? You're happy with them?
Yeah, the Outsider got weird, but good weird. And Picard, it's Star Trek, so it's always going to be good.
Of course, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to go back and watch the movies because I think I missed some stuff and I forgot. But I got to go back and watch them.
The movies of Star Trek, the new ones?
Well,
Or the old ones?
the next generation ones,
The Picard ones?
yes. Because
Which ones are those for our captive audience?
Oh man, I don't remember. Nemesis was one of them.
5, 6, 7,
No, not 5 and 6.
7.
Attaboy, Chump Slap.
I try.
And you said you played a little bit of Lego
Yeah, not much.
Avengers?
Yeah, it was a busy week. I didn't get to nerd out any.
Yeah,
That's a goddamn shame.
sure is.
Well, let's just move on then, I guess.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Chump Slap, your turn. What have you been playing, watching, doing? What movies have you watched that you can recommend? What's going on?
Played a little bit of Control. Not much, but
How far are you now?
I don't know.
Did you go down the elevator?
I have been on like 3 different floors now. Just got a couple new special attacks and shit.
Cool,
I
cool.
don't know.
Did you get launched yet?
Yeah.
I don't remember how early you
I
got.
got launched last week. Come on.
Noob.
Wonder how long it's going to take you to beat it.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd probably be like Death Stranding. I'll just stop playing it soon. Who knows?
There is actually a mission in Control where you have to pick up an elderly person and carry them.
Oh my god.
So, I mean, that might turn you off. I should have probably warned you about that before you bought it.
Yeah, I think I'm still scarred. I can't. But yeah, other than that, I didn't play anything. Thinking of picking up Minecraft again. They got a bunch of new stuff in it.
Oh yeah, chickens?
Now bees and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah. Seems pretty neat.
so you can get honey.
Do you use honey to then craft things, or do you eat the bees? Do you become bee farmers? I'm still very confused about this game.
I don't know, man. I haven't played it.
Are they giant bees or are they just little?
They're little bees that fly around flowers and such. And there's
Are they
new.
dogs with bees in their mouth?
When they bark, they shoot bees at you.
Could be. I don't know. We don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
we
maybe
don't know.
We'll let everybody know next week if Chump Slap gets around to it.
Yeah, we'll see.
He's not going to play.
It means I'm going to have to move my computer out of the podcast room, but I don't know if that's
Or you
gonna
could just play in the podcast room.
happen. The podcast room.
Yeah, it's for podcasting.
But movies, let's see here.
Yeah, let's hear all about it. What do you get this week?
What kind of garbage this week?
Shutter Island. I watched that again. That's good. That's classic. Can't argue with it.
Okay.
Huh? Try to tell me it's garbage. Go ahead.
It's not great.
Johnny Dangerously.
That's much better than Shutter Island.
That's something.
That was pretty. It's classic. I love it. I tried Holmes and Watson because I was like, how bad can it be? And
It's pretty bad.
It is bad.
All right, Shutter Island's better than that.
I don't know if you've ever seen it, Poppascotch, but
No, which one is that? Which adaptation?
it's with
Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson.
Will Ferrell and
Oh, John
John
C.
C.
Reilly.
Reilly.
That one.
yeah. I was like, come on, how bad can it be? These guys are fucking.
It's no Step Brothers.
No, it's not. There's not even a fucking. I can't think of the island. The
Shutter
party.
Island?
No, the party at the end of Step Brothers.
Oh.
Catalina wine
Catalina-
mixer.
Yeah.
Catalina fucking wine mixer.
Fucking Catalina.
Did you touch my drums?
No.
Man, that is a great movie.
Yeah.
Make some lick crap.
Watched American Hustle again. That's a good one. It's classic. Not really classic, but it's good.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Was that the one with that was the one with Christian Bale, right? And-
Yeah. Where he's like undercover for the FBI or something.
Right. And what's her name? Jennifer
Streisand.
Streisand. No, Jennifer Lawrence.
Yes, Jen Lar.
Oh.
She was good in it, but I thought it was weird that she was like 24 and playing like a divorced wife.
Yeah. She's got
Not in
the
our
range.
society.
No, absolutely not.
Don't get me started on society.
We'll be here all day. What else did you watch? You have at least 3 more yet to tell us about.
Okay.
Chud.
No, Ninth Gate.
Ninth Gate?
Wow.
Oh,
okay.
Ninth Gate.
The
not a
Johnny
bad
Depp
one.
Johnny Depp, yes.
I like when the guy in the wheelchair gets killed and his wheelchair's going crazy.
Oh, and then he goes into the fire room, I remember?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's probably the best part.
That, I do remember that.
All right, that's one. Prey. Prey.
Is it like the video game?
No, it's about some like guy who he's in some type of like troubled youth program, and they put him on an island to survive for 3 days. He runs into this girl that's on the island, and
What a troubled youth program.
yeah, I know. I was like, that seems awesome. I'll pretend to be troubled. But
And youth.
It wasn't good. It wasn't bad.
Oh, what a knock on his age.
Yeah.
Who's about 6 months younger than you.
All right, so that's 2. I do have another one written down. Come to Daddy.
That's probably the best one you saw all week.
Ooh,
It
I
was
heard about
good.
it.
Yeah, isn't
Good.
It doesn't have like Lexi Bell and some various other porn stars. Oh, it's not the Come to Daddy I saw? Okay, never mind.
No, I'm talking about the Aphex Twin video.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, with the same faces on the little kids.
Yeah, that weird looking dude. No, it's with Elijah Wood. He like goes to meet his dad after 30 years or something.
I never saw it.
And
The
shit just gets weird.
The best thing Elijah Wood ever did was Wilfred.
No. What about Pawn Shop Chronicles?
Wilfred's better.
Yeah, what about Pawn Shop Chronicles, son?
Yeah, he killed it in that movie. Because he was a psycho killer.
Well, he's a psycho who talks to dogs in Wilfred.
Never saw it. But yeah. That's my 8 movies for the week.
All right, excellent. So go see Come to Daddy.
Yeah,
It's
of
got
them
the
all,
100%.
I'd say
Chump
Come to
Slap
Daddy.
guarantee.
Come to Daddy was best.
So what did you do, Poppascotch?
I was in the middle of drinking. I'm sorry.
Good. You're going to cut that one out?
Maybe.
All right, what'd you do, Poppascotch?
Nice setup.
Thanks for asking me for the first time, Chump Slap. This week, I played a little bit of Chell, caught up with that a little bit, because I really wasn't
A little bit of what?
wasn't feeling the Outer Worlds.
Chill?
Chell, NHL
Oh.
20.
Chell is like what? Through Portal though?
Yeah, it's a new Portal game.
But this is we've had this conversation, this exact one.
Have
Where you're like,
we?
you mean at Portal? Yes. And
You're
now
gonna
through
get
editing, we're gonna
audio
cut to it
evidence.
right now. I'm not gonna edit that together.
So did the Rangers win the Stanley Cup yet?
Wait, no. I'm playing with my created Seattle franchise.
Oh, because the Rangers
went
are
through,
that
like-
bad? You had to just make a new franchise?
dude, you know what? No, there's a trophy in it if you win the cup as the 32nd NHL franchise. So I did the fantasy draft and all that. Not the fantasy draft, the expansion draft and all that. Got very few decent players. They were either young and not great or old and very good and like ridiculous contracts. Like I got Ryan McDonough and Brett Burns.
I can't believe they let Brett Burns go in a fantasy in a
video
draft.
game.
Yeah, those video game owners are ruthless.
Sick.
But I played a little bit of show. I didn't play much else. And then I watched a new show on Netflix. I watched that Lock and Key series.
Oh yeah.
I thought about it.
I thought it was like a YA thing because it has like, you know, high school kids in it.
So that's why you watched it?
That's
he's
the
all
only
in a
reason I watched
Riverdale.
it. I'm out of Riverdale episodes to watch, you know? I gotta move on to something else. So I watched it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. It was very not like YA. Like there were kids in it, sure, but it was very like people die left and right.
What's it? Is it like a suspense? Is it a thriller? Is it what kind of thing is it?
Horror.
It's kind of like it's a suspense thriller with magic in it. Basically, these kids, their father had a weird past, and then he's murdered. So they go back to the family home in Massachusetts called Key House, and the kids can hear like whispering voices, and they turn out to be keys, and each key does something different. Like one of them, you can just think of a place and open the door, and you're there. Like it magically teleports you there.
The keys talk?
So it's like Narnia but bigger.
Sort of. They like attract the kids so that the kids will find the keys. One of them's like an identity key, which means you can look like anybody.
Oh, so you can
One of them.
that'd be great.
That would be fun.
There's one called the head key where you can
Get
into
blowjobs?
someone's head. No, it's not blowjobs. It's not always blowjobs.
Let him talk. Jesus.
It's called the head key, and basically you put it in the back of your head, and then you have a door or a representation, and you can actually go into someone else's mind.
Oh.
It's pretty cool. It's worth watching. I enjoyed it, and it's the second season is setting up to be pretty cool too.
Cool.
How many episodes are there?
I think just 10.
One season?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so far. It just came out like a couple weeks ago. But other than that, I don't think I watched anything new. I watched through Big Mouth, a couple episodes of that, because that's a great show.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with that.
But other than that, guys, I got nothing. Listening to some podcasts, but obviously we won't rep them, you know.
Because they don't.
Because they're making money, and we're
Yeah.
And we're baking money.
Yeah, what? Cookies. Anyway, so if that's it, you guys want to move into some news? I got some news we can talk about.
Yeah.
Stuff happened there.
Lay it on me, brother.
Big news that came out a couple days ago is that PlayStation is canceling their PAX East attendance due to the coronavirus concerns.
Oh.
I saw that someone's complaining that it's anti-Asian or something like that.
Yeah. PlayStation.
No.
Anti-Asian.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was the slate of playable games that were going to be there were going to include The Last of Us Part 2, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Persona 5 Royal, Iron Man VR, and a bunch more, and now none of them are going to be there because they're worried about the coronavirus, and they feel the safest option, as the situation is changing daily, is to essentially bail out.
I'm surprised they even go. Didn't they not go to E3 too?
Yeah, they're not going to a lot of things anymore.
Well, they can just do their own
they
thing.
They made the conscious decision not to go to E3 and then have their own state of play.
Yeah.
Like their own press conference to release a bunch of info and shit like that, and now they're bailing on PAX East, which is odd. I don't understand why. I mean...
Yeah, we don't get much shit on the East.
Was PlayStation even there when we went to PAX East?
Of course they were.
I don't remember.
I remember there being a lot of God of War stuff around.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
So I'm pretty sure they were. I mean, that was a while ago, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in 93.
It's like dickety years ago.
Yeah, at least Dickety.
Dickety 3, maybe?
It was the year that the tsunami hit Japan, or was it the meltdown? I don't remember.
Wasn't one a symptom of the other?
Yeah.
It was all...
The tsunami
It's
hit
all
first.
connected, man. Anyway, so there was PAX East is still going to take place Boston, February 27th to March 1st, just without Sony. Which is a bummer if you're there to see Sony. I'd be pissed if
Well,
I was
now I'm
going,
not going.
Yeah.
Is this what did it?
Yeah.
This is what.
I was only going for the PlayStation thing. But
This is what made me not get tickets until just now, and I'm still not going to go.
yeah.
Gotcha. Well, it's important that we have principles.
Yeah.
The other piece of news, Borderlands 3 Vault Insider program is ending in May.
What was that?
The VIP crap they had.
Yeah, the Vault Insider program, it was so... I remember when it was leading up to the release of the game, they'd send me codes and stuff, and I could put them in to get points of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And they're like, now you got to use all your points. I'm like, I don't understand what I'm supposed to use
you
them
could
for.
get like skins and stuff on the website and put them in your game.
Pointless shit.
Yeah.
But it's just weird it's ending now when the game is still, they have a bunch of expansions and stuff still to do.
Well, I mean, no one probably uses it.
Yeah, probably not. Probably because they don't know it exists, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just
Well,
giving
one
up,
out of
man.
three
Well,
people know about it, at least pulling this podcast.
Well, if you would have asked me before when they were sending me emails every fucking week, I would have told you, that thing.
Yeah, that's ending in May. They're giving up. They're not antheming it and trying to, reconfiguring it and getting it back up and running. So here we are.
Yeah, milking a dead cow.
Can you milk a dead cow?
Doubt it.
I'd imagine right after they
We
died.
also have some more Uncharted movie news for you guys, which I know you love hearing about.
It's going to start
A.
filming soon.
Yeah, has to.
It is. Within the next 4 weeks, they plan to start filming. They are confirmed that Ruben Fleischer is 100% doing it, and it's going to take place shooting. They don't have a place, but apparently Marky Mark and Holland are still on board.
Is it just going to...
So they're like, they've begun real production and, location stuff and everything like that.
I wonder if it's going to be like the first game or if it's going to be something totally different.
You would think with Tom Holland it'd be like a younger Drake, right? The first Drake game, he was like in his 30s, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe his 20s.
I don't know. Maybe it's like a Indiana Jones thing where they flash back and stuff.
Maybe.
That's what he should do. He should go for the Ark of the Covenant in the first one.
That'd be sick.
That'd be awesome. Just shot for shot, Indiana Jones, but with Drake.
I'd watch it.
I'd watch it too. Fuck yeah. So that's the Uncharted news. Another piece of news, last one I got for you guys here, is that there's a rumor that Control is going to be coming to next-gen consoles. There's a pair of Control expansions coming in 2020, but a report from Remedy is saying that they might see a wider release on other systems. So they might have like a Game of the Year or a Final Edition or something like that on the PS5 and whatever the Xbox Series X1 box going.
So you're saying I should put it down and wait?
No.
No, I'm saying nothing to do about that.
Okay.
Did you play any of the first expansion that they had?
No, because it was all like challenge rooms and
Yeah,
stuff.
I didn't like it.
Was it like portal rooms?
No, you go to like a separate world and you have a certain time limit. You got to try and beat all these people before the time's over and find things. And
That sounds stupid.
it was
All
dumb.
right, well, I mean, that's all the news I got. Just, that's it. Nothing really earth-shattering happening this week, but
Sounds...
February's always suck.
yeah, they sure do.
You say that about it every month.
It's the first time I've ever said it, I'm pretty sure.
No, I distinctively remember you saying it 30 to 40 times.
At least every other week.
Any hoodles, how about we get to the game here? How does that
True.
sound?
There's a lot to talk about here.
No, there's not.
They sure is. They sure is. This week,
They sure is.
we are discussing the 2002 guys. I'm saying one of the top games ever. You think
At least.
top 4?
Of 2002.
Maybe.
I think that's being generous. The open world sandbox game. We are doing Mafia.
Sandbox game. Really?
Yeah. You couldn't see
I was
that from the-
expecting.
'cause the
So we're
cutscene
just
video.
not doing sound effects anymore. Like we're just not doing any kind of cheering or wacky sounds after the game's announced. We're just not doing that. If
I
we're
don't
not
think.
doing it,
Did we
that's
ever
fine.
do that?
I might have done it like 2 times. Yeah.
Maybe twice and be like, woo, yeah, brr,
We can't do
get the
sound. We
stank
can't make
out.
it predictable.
Didn't you say something about getting a stank out? That's one of the things you guys say.
He does it when you do the chump slap window.
All right, fine. You know what, got
Say it
listeners,
again.
I'm sorry.
Say it
We'll
again.
get
All right,
We'll
yeah.
get
Cut. Go back.
All right, rewind. This week, we're talking about the 2002 perennial classic, Mafia. Okay,
Shakira was here.
Awesome.
Nice pop culture reference.
Thank you.
When she did that, I saw someone tweeted a picture of her doing that, and it was like, it's really inappropriate for her to teach everybody how to eat ass on the live TV.
Yeah, so true.
All right, go ahead, Poppascotch. Tell us about this game.
Okay. It was released August 27th, 2002 for PC, PlayStation 2, and Xbox. Developed by Illusion Softworks and published by Gathering of Developers. That's the name of the company. Not
I was
a bunch
going
of assholes.
Okay. I thought it was
Well, it may have been a bunch of assholes. I don't know. It's an open world adventure game written by Daniel Vavra. I think, yeah, this was my pick, so I guess I'll give a little lead in to it before we really get into it.
Yes.
Now, let's also remember that it is still fair game to make fun of Italians.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty white.
I'll ask you guys why you think that's the case later, because we're gonna get into it. But
Mamma mia.
It's a provolone.
You want some prosciutto?
your Italian accent is awful.
Yeah, I can't do accents. It's a mozzarella.
It's mozzarella. All right.
Anyway,
Some moots.
so we start the game. We are the playable character. The person you are is Thomas Angelo. Just some asshole who's a cab driver, and I think it was 1933, so it was pre-World War II.
1930.
And
1930.
was it 30?
Yeah, that's where it starts.
Dirty 30? All right, so you just a cab driver. You're just minding your own business when you hear a car crash, and wrong place, wrong time situation. Some guy comes up with the guns, like, get in the car and drive us away right now. They've been doing some crime shit, for sure. Thomas takes them, just wasn't thinking, just gets them in the car, drives away real fast, takes them to Salieri's restaurant. And this is Thomas's first introduction to the Salieri family and what will eventually become a life of crime.
And Sam and Polly. The two guys who get in the car.
One of whom, I think it's Sam, is voiced by Matt Servito, who we all know, obviously, from the television show Banshee.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Which, I mean, someone besides me needs to watch that fucking show. It's so good.
I watched the first episode.
It's not good. It's trash. But it's good trash.
That's my favorite kind of trash.
So, Thomas, he takes the Sam and Paulie back to the Salieri restaurant. Paulie comes back. One of them's shot. I think it's Sam.
Paul. No.
Sam. Everything happens to Sam in this game, so it's got to be Sam.
Okay. No.
Yes.
It's Paulie. Because Sam's the one who gets the money and comes back to you.
Okay. Everybody's basically the same character anyway. How could you tell them apart?
Oh, it's easy.
Oh, the armory guy's a little bit older and fatter, so I could tell him apart. But other than that, Sam and Paulie, no. I don't. You could show me both their pictures right now, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know which is which.
Yeah. True.
Anyway, so Sam comes out. It's like as if he was going to whack Thomas, and then he gives him a whole thing of cash and says, hey, here you go. Thanks a lot. Don't say nothing, and if you ever need a favor, we owe you one.
Yeah, if you want a job, we got something that maybe we can line you up with.
Hey, you didn't see nothing, no how.
No, but I liked how that was a neat little moment of tension where he like reaches in his breast pocket to pull out a gun, and he's like, nope, just some cash.
Yeah, he's just trying to start the car really quick. He's like, oh, God, oh, no.
Do you really think
This is back when
like any mafia guy would have shot a guy who drove him away?
I don't know how the 30s were, man.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I don't think so. But yeah, because why add another murder to whatever it is you just
Especially right in front of where you work.
Yeah. It was a different time, man. The neighborhood was different. All the cops were paid off,
It's prohibition.
All the cops are doing something else. It's like fucking Christmas. You could steal City Hall.
Is that Die Hard?
Yeah, it is.
Like how you did with an Italian accent.
There's no cops around. You can steal City Hall. That kid was Bronx or Brooklyn or something crazy.
That kid was awesome. Favorite character.
What's your favorite character in all of Die Hard? That kid who tries to steal the chips? The fucking accent. Anyway, so flash forward a couple days, like a week later, something like that. Thomas is in his cab, mind his own business, and a bunch of tough men
From
are
Mr.
like, "Hey,
Morello
I remember
gang.
you," and start beating the shit out of him.
They take a baseball bat to his car and his legs. Crazy.
But he runs away before they get to his legs.
Yeah.
Gabagool. So then he runs into Salieri's restaurant. These two thugs who chased him think it's a good idea to walk into Salieri's restaurant, and then they get murdered off screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, right where they work. So they're not.
Yes.
They don't care about murder.
Well, they busted in with the guns.
I guess.
But either way, they're dead now. And Thomas is kind of like, hey, this mob thing looks pretty all right. All right, we'll stop doing it as much.
No, we're not.
We just started.
No, we're not. We got to make it fun somehow because this game, honestly, guys, I thought this game was a lot more exciting than it turned out to be because, that was a long 2-hour cutscene video.
Sure was.
Holy shit. Well, then let's fast forward through some of this bullshit. How about that?
All right. Hey, this is Salieri. Here's my lawyer, Frank. This is Luigi.
You're part of our crew now. Here are the rules.
Hey, you got Vincenzo and Ralph.
First rule is don't talk about Salieri.
Second rule is don't talk about Salieri.
Third rule is no shirts, no shoes.
No pasta. Hey. All right.
Jesus. Okay.
And he becomes a goon for
Yeah.
the Salieri gang.
Yeah.
Because they just let random people in.
Does a couple jobs, and then like 3 weeks later, he's like his right-hand man.
He's wearing a suit to work every day rather than a
Yeah.
stupid cabbie hat.
Yeah, he destroys some cars and shakes down some poor people just trying to make a living.
Some gas station gets shot up.
Yeah.
I just have in my notes, Paulie shows him to Ralph, the car expert, and gets tooled up with Vincenzo.
Yep.
Vincenzo's the gun guy.
He's got the guns. You need a gun, talk to Vincenzo.
And Ralph's the one with autism that works on cars.
That's a bold
What
step.
did they call it back then?
The vapors.
Like, he ain't right,
He ain't right in the head, but he can do good with cars.
I think that was a quote from the game.
I think so.
That might be, actually. But, yeah, so they send him on a whole, like, his first real mafia job, I guess we could say, is he has to go do collections. So he goes to 2 restaurants and a hotel to collect some money. The hotel apparently is a bit behind, so he might have to beat some people up or whatever. The 2 restaurants go fine. He goes to the gas station / at the hotel. Thomas waits out front. Paulie and Sam are like, hey, we got this, hey. And so they go inside. Thomas is standing outside smoking, and Paulie comes out, shot in the guts, and Sam is still inside.
It's like, who shot you, Paulie? I ain't saying nothing.
But some guy comes out and says, hey, you guys get out of here. And if you come back, something about the Morellos. Fuck you. Something like that.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the Morellos are the Salieris.
I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah.
But
This is the Morello territory now.
Yeah. And we're going to beat up your other
Yeah, but
guy and
cool.
get info out of him.
Yeah.
Don't come in after him.
And then, so this is the moment where I found my first collectible in the game when I played this. The collectibles, by the way, are Playboy magazines.
Sweet.
All right, some work trips.
Can you flip through them?
No, but I think you can get it, and you get the cover art, and you click on it, and you see the centerfold.
So,
The collector's edition was 36 Playboy magazines.
so this is before Playboy actually existed, right?
30s?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It must have been, right?
Yeah, because
Wasn't it the
Marilyn Monroe was
60s?
on the first one.
Yeah, well, now you ruined
At
the whole
12
thing.
years old.
Thanks.
Well, there's a lot of anachronistic things in this, but
Well, it's called Play Dude.
Name 5 other ones. But so anyway, Tommy goes through the thing, beats everybody up, and rescues Sam, who was getting his ass beat for information. And I guess that's the end of it. Like, do you take retaliation? Because the last thing I have is the race car stuff.
no, because then it like skips ahead 2 years.
Yeah, then it goes to where you're talking to the guy.
And yeah. So you save Sam, and then it's like, oh, you're a good guy 2 years later.
And this happened in 1932. Let me tell you a story about
Yeah.
a race I was in.
And how he had to fix it.
Yeah.
And yeah, this fucking race. So we're back at the Dons in one of like a sit down meeting involving Sam, Paulie, Thomas, and we're gonna go back to this well so many goddamn times.
Yeah.
They constantly have meetings at this table in the back room. I guess it's where you go to get missions from Salieri.
You played it. You tell us.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't remember.
Sounds about right.
I honestly don't. But he basically says you're supposed to go to a racetrack. You're supposed to steal a car. You're supposed to take it to the mechanic that is on the mob payroll, who is supposed to apparently get some ideas, and then you're supposed to return the car back to where it was.
Yeah. But when you steal it and you bring it to the mechanic, he's like, I can make it run a little shittier. And that's all he does?
Yeah, it was pretty much just to sabotage it. It wasn't to actually get secret NASCAR technology.
Mm-hmm. This is the first clue that Salieri was lying to you.
Yeah, they put in these little nuggets here and there.
Yeah, I'm glad we're on the same
Mafia
page.
Don may not be the best guy in the world.
Which is a bold take for a game like this.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you get the next day you get a call from Frank, and he's like, "Hey, the driver's arm is broken. You need to come and race, and you need to win this race."
Yeah,
because we all put money on him.
He's like, nobody else can drive, and you used to drive taxis, right? Get the fuck in here.
I definitely remember this mission, and I remember winning was a pain in the ass because the car was way different than any other car you've played with in the game so far.
Oh, really? Well, yeah, it's a race car.
3 times as fast, and the other ones were like fucking Model Ts that barely went 30 miles an hour.
Interesting.
And this one went like 80 and did not handle well. It was mostly like a soapbox car.
So you win the race, right?
You keep playing, you win. If you're like me, you have to fail the mission a couple times, but eventually you win.
Break 2 controllers, and then you win.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that when I first got this game, this is where I put it down. It was bullshit, and then I came back to it later. But you actually, as Thomas, you have to win to complete, to move the game on. So you win. You go back to Salieri's, have a big party, and then they tell you to go visit Lucas Bartone.
He's got a surprise for you because he won a bunch of money, too.
Yep. Well, your boys won a bunch of money.
And you know what his surprise is?
No, I didn't write it down. What is it?
I'll teach you how to steal one of these sweet cars.
Didn't you already steal one?
No, this was a new one.
Oh, okay.
He's like, there's this municipal official, parks it out back. Take it from him.
Oh, yeah. He's like, I'm going to reward you with a nice car. Sweet. That's great. Yeah, there's this municipal official. Go take it. Like, that's not really rewarding me, is it? That's telling me where a car is.
Yeah.
That I then have to steal myself.
Genius.
He's really looking out for you. But, yeah, so after that, you go back to the Dons, and then you're hanging out at the restaurant, and Luigi, who's the bartender, he's a good guy, Luigi, but he comes up to Thomas, who's drinking at the bar, and his mission is to walk his daughter, Sarah, home.
Yeah, there's some creeps out there. Fucking, I assume they're rapists by the way they're talking about them.
You meet up with them in the alley. You punch them around a little bit. You go back to Sarah's. She nurses your wounds, and then there's a very, very tasteful sequence.
I just have written down Tommy's virgin, Sarah slutty.
She's like, hey, do you swing? Dance. Do you swing dance?
Yeah, there's some great dialogue in this.
That's
This
so
is
bad.
post-flapper 20s.
Yeah, people were much more liberated.
Yeah. It's all that booze.
But Tommy falls in love with his first piece of pussy.
It's right here in the notes.
We don't know it's his first lady friend.
Yeah, we do. By his reaction afterwards.
He's like, I could last a little longer next time, I promise.
No, that's okay, she says.
Oh, Jesus. All right. So, the next day, Thomas explains what happened with those punks out back, and Salieri did not like that at all, so he sends Thomas and Polly to go take care of them.
Like, take care of
By
them?
that,
Take
he
care of
means
them?
murder them.
Yeah. Because I have too much killing.
Actually, I think he
kills a lot of
says,
people now.
don't kill him. Just fucking beat the shit out of him. Get him out of my town.
Possibly, but either way, they chase him, shooting at them with weapons from a vehicle.
Oh, yeah. Then they eventually kill him.
Yeah, they do kill him, yeah.
They murder him, good. So then, after that, Frank and Thomas talk about how one of those kids was actually the son of a counselor, and it may cause problems.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot like that movie. So many movies.
Mafia.
No, Sin City is what I was thinking.
Oh.
But, yeah, it was a lot like that.
Well, that's Elijah Wood's other best role.
Good call.
It was a good one. Completely silent performance. But fun fact, so after this, they just kind of ignore that for now, and Frank gets the mission to go kill the owner of a brothel and start it on fire.
Yeah.
And, oh yeah, there's a woman there who's an informant, so you need to kill her too.
Yeah, you got to kill her, kill the owner, blow up the owner's.
Grab some documents and stuff.
Whatever's laying around.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything you think looks valuable, go grab it. But, so you go and you do that, and you find the woman, and it turns out to be Michelle.
Oh my God, that's the friend of Luigi's daughter.
Yeah. It's all interconnected. Small world.
Yeah, it is. It's Little Italy.
Are you saying that Little Italy is a bit small?
You pick it up.
Oh, Jesus. Anyway. So,
It's Chump Slap. What do you expect?
fair point. My fault. It's all my fault.
Yep,
So
always.
you find Michelle in the bathtub, and she's more than a mile away. She's like, I didn't know. I had no idea, blah, blah. And then you decide to let her go and leave town. And he says he never wants to see her again, so just get out of here. And
We'll fake your death
Whatever,
because we're
we'll call
blowing
it
it
even.
up.
Get out of here, you
But,
dame.
Yeah, he probably did say dame.
But Tom blows up the place, jumps out a window, and crawls across a ladder between two buildings to escape.
Yeah.
In that order.
And that's it. That's the whole murder of the brothel, which Tom is very comfortable with doing.
Yeah, he murders everybody except Michelle, right?
Yeah, he got really, really comfortable with murdering pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just did not care. And then he sees Michelle, and she's like, please don't do it. He's like, okay.
Oh, fine.
I killed 30 people on the way in, but
I haven't killed
For
a
you?
dame yet.
yeah, so I'm a good person. I don't kill unarmed dames.
Yeah.
And you're tied to a character I know.
Exactly.
The next sequence we get, we're at Billy's funeral. I don't recall why we're at Billy's funeral or how we
you
got
killed
there.
him.
Yeah, but why are you there?
I don't know, because you're weird.
just paying your respects
Yeah.
to the fucking rapist you killed? Neat.
Yeah, but then they see you hiding in the shadows, and it starts a shootout in the church, and you kill a lot more people, armed
church.
Perello family members, in a church, and then
Even the priest.
comes down and is like, dude, bro, what are you doing?
Oh, you leave the priest.
Actually, you pay off the priest.
Yeah. The priest
then
is
the
like,
priest-
I didn't see nothing. Get out of here, you silly kid.
I'll be having more of these tomorrow now.
Yeah, thanks for the business, I guess.
But consecrating this church again is going to cost something, you know.
But yeah, so then we flash forward to 3 years later. Oh yeah, now it says we're in 1933. So say the notes. And we're in the middle of Prohibition, right? This is Prohibition time?
The whole
Yeah.
thing's been to prohibition so far.
Yeah. You're a booze
When
runner.
did Prohibition start?
I thought it was 29.
29, yeah. 29 to 35?
Something like
Is
that.
it? All right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sure.
I thought it was like 26, but anyway, it does not matter.
Maybe. It was on the whole time this story's going on, is what we're saying.
Yeah, so Syintist was right when he said that.
Scientist is always right.
Yeah.
I remember.
Glad you know.
Ha! No, fuck you guys. It was from 1920 to December 5th, 1933.
20 to 33.
So it was during this entire game so far.
Shut up.
Maybe. But yeah, Prohibition, which, who thought that was a good idea?
Republicans.
Teetotalers.
But like, anyone who had money just kept drinking.
Yeah, it was so poor people wouldn't get drunk.
If you criminalize alcohol, only criminals will have alcohol.
Is that how it goes?
I don't know. I was trying to think of
If
the
you
counter
outlaw
argument.
alcohol,
Yeah, that's
only
it.
alcoholics will be outlaws.
Something like that.
Don't shake your head,
Anywho.
motherfucker.
It was on posters from the 20s.
So in 1933, Frank The Frank. Did we mention who Frank is? Frank is the the family lawyer.
Yeah.
To Don Salieri.
He's Salieri's best friend.
Yeah. Longtime friend.
Yeah, he's like Salieri's right-hand man, like his number 2, basically.
Yeah.
Who does number 2 work for?
Another poo thing?
No, that was an Austin Powers reference.
Which was about poo.
They're talking about poo.
All right. No more poo, I promise. So you're poo
Anyway.
running.
God damn it. They go on a booze mission.
Bootlegging.
They're supposed to just... A poo mission?
Bootlegging.
Poo-legging?
All right.
All right, I'm going home.
And you're right to do so. But anyway, so we're going on a bootlegging mission, and Frank tells Paulie and Tom. I think Paulie and Tommy. I think Sam sat this one out. No, wait.
No, Sam's
Sam
there
was
because
already
he
there.
gets caught again.
Yeah, they fuck him
Sam
up.
went ahead of everybody, right? So Paulie and Thomas were supposed to just go there, sit in a car, babysit what's going on. That's it. That's all they're supposed to do. And when they get there, there's 8 dudes of Salieri's who are just murdered.
By the Morello gang.
Yep, Morellos. Bastards.
And Sam got caught and is getting beaten up again.
Yep.
Which is extremely fishy.
Keeps getting caught. There's a big shootout. Then you get Sam out. Then there's another shootout. There's a lot of shooting and explosions. And then I believe there's a shootout as you're driving away as well.
And shootout mitochondria.
And then there's a shootout mitochondria. So they get Sam to a gunshot doctor. And
Gunshot doctor.
Gunshot doctor.
As opposed
isn't
to
that the term?
A facial reconstructive doctor.
yeah, the stab wound doctor's out.
Oh, the fist-to-face
think-
doctor's out, too.
I think that's what the mob calls them, isn't it?
Might have been.
You're
Like
the
that's
expert.
the term for a doctor who won't, say shit to the caps.
Yeah,
Doesn't have a license.
a veterinarian.
So now it's a full-on mafia war.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. That's now it's basically Morello versus Salieri. We go back to another meeting at the table in Salieri's where Don Salieri's pissed that they lost 8 guys. And then we have a turn in the story here. It turns out the reason they even knew that the booze was there is because Frank ratted him out.
That motherfucker, Frank.
Never trusted the guy.
He was my best
You
friend.
don't turn on the family.
So now you got to kill him. He's a rat.
But don't kill him before you get the books.
Yeah, you got to get the books.
Because the books were going to be given over to the prosecutor, and then they'd have this huge case against him. And I also think at some point, I don't know if they say it here, but the prosecutor and Morello are very tight.
And it just so happens to be the prosecutor's Billy's dad, right? It's the same
No,
guy.
he's a counselor. Counselor and prosecutor.
I thought he was.
different
I
people.
thought he was a prosecutor. All right.
They're both involved with Morello.
It's probably his uncle.
Yeah, probably. They're twins.
There's 2 people in politics that really don't like the Salieris, and Don Morello is aligned with them. So it's not looking good for the Salieris.
No, sir.
So you got to go beat up Frank until he gives you the books and then kill him.
Yep. And that's exactly what you do.
At least that's what you tell him you do.
What?
Yeah, you end up fighting your way through the airport.
Yeah, because there were a lot of
And then,
airports in the 30s.
There had to be at least one, right?
Yeah, it's New York.
This isn't New York.
Isn't it?
No.
You sure?
What's the name of this city?
New York.
Lost Heaven?
Yeah,
I
Lost
think.
Heaven.
Lost Heaven, New York.
The New York analog, Lost Heaven. But you get to Frank. Frank said, "Hey, I had no choice. They were going to kill me if I didn't give you up. Got my wife and daughter here. You can have the books. Just let us go."
Well, you got to save my wife and daughter first, and then I'll tell you where the books are.
Yeah. And you
Yeah, Frank's like, "Okay, I know I'm dead, but I'll give you the books if you leave my wife and daughter alone."
Yeah, they're getting on this plane to Europe,
Yeah.
so
So you save them. He tells you where the books are, and he's going to let his wife and kids go because he accepts the fate that you're going to kill him. But you're like, nah, Frank, you're a good dude. You live.
yeah, Frankie, you get on that plane too, and you don't look back.
Nice. And then This is also where we find out that the cops and Morello's are working together.
Yes, it is.
Because you were supposed to have the cops on your payroll, the Salieris.
Mm-hmm. Cops are double dipping.
Yeah. Which isn't a bad idea for the cops, because
what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Right.
Internal affairs. I don't think that was around in the 30s.
Frank gives him the key to a safe deposit box and says the books are here. Tommy goes and gets them and realizes that they actually were there.
Oh, that's
Well,
so
why
nice.
would Frank lie to you?
Yeah, you just saved his life. Can't lie to you.
So the guy that was going to turn on you is the only honest person in the story?
Well, yeah, because he honestly didn't want to turn on you, but it was either that or his wife and kid was killed.
He high roads you right before he does it, too.
Fucking Frank.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would have killed him, but...
But now they have a funeral for Frank, and everyone thinks he's dead. And I guess they use this as like a way to make amends?
No, they
Like
just...
the gangs?
No, it's just everyone pays respects.
There's a code at the funeral.
Yeah, there's no killing at the funerals unless you're Tommy.
Yeah.
Right, then it's fine.
Yeah.
But that shit was like 3 years ago, bro. Like, I mean...
Yeah, true. Yeah, doesn't he say like Morello and Salieri were hugging and crying together?
Because they both knew Frank, I guess.
Yeah, because they go way back as well.
Well, you do find out later that they knew each other from a long time ago. But.
Yeah.
Yeah, it calmed down things for a little bit. Like this thing was about to boil over, and this calmed it down a little.
Yeah.
But then Salieri finds out that the prosecutor has evidence against him. So you got to break into his house and open the safe and get it.
But don't kill him.
Yeah, no killing. Boy, I love
Yeah,
killing.
you're definitely not supposed to kill him. Just go there, take our safe cracker, who does have a name.
Salvatore.
Salvatore! Hey!
Hey, crack anything.
Yeah, crack it in 10 minutes. I forget about it. All right. So, you go there.
You do
I
it.
have this?
You crack the safe.
Yeah, you
You
just
do it?
crack the
Okay.
safe.
I'm not sure if you can kill anybody.
No, you get out in time.
Yeah.
You see the guy pulling up, you're like, oh shit, let's go. And boom.
But it is like a stealth mission. I just had, I guess nothing was there, so you went and got it. But then you get back to another table meeting with Salieri, and Paulie has an idea to go get some booze in Kentucky.
Hey, I know
since
this
their
guy.
Canadian hookup died.
Yeah, I know this guy. So they got to be close to Kentucky, I would assume.
No, you're not going to Kentucky. The booze is coming from Kentucky. He's like, yeah, I know this guy who makes booze in Kentucky, brings it up here. We don't need that fucking Canadian shit.
Why do you both you guys keep doing
I
Italian
can't help
accents?
it.
Hey!
Hey, this guy.
It's mostly Fonzie, huh? So anyway.
Fozzie?
Yes, Fozzie Bear.
Fonzie. Waka Waka. Is that Fozzie?
Yeah.
That's Fozzie, yeah.
Waka Waka? Okay.
Fonzie wasn't around for another 40 years.
Maybe in our universe, in their universe, it might be different. Who knows?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, they had happy days sooner.
Every day was a happy day. Anyway.
So they get to a warehouse in Hoboken to get this truck filled with Kentucky booze. Whiskey,
So they
I
went to
think.
Hoboken, right?
Bourbon.
Yes.
Just saying.
There's more than
Remember,
one
this
Hoboken.
isn't New York. It's Lost Haven. They drove all the way to Hoboken.
Hoboken.
And,
okay.
They all jam into this clown car and head to the warehouse. There's like 6 dudes in this car. It was so weird. But as they're making the deal with the guy from Kentucky, they get ambushed by Morello's men.
Those motherfuckers.
And you kill a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I think you get away with what's left of the booze.
Sure do.
Sure
It
do.
turns out
Damn prohibition.
that was Morello's booze to begin with.
Yeah.
You know that guy?
Yeah, I didn't really... What happened here? Because they go back to the
It's
meeting.
confusing.
Like, sorry, we fucked it up, Salieri's like, no, it was great. Like, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Morello's beer, and you stole it from him, I guess, in the end.
He's like, you know that guy Paulie was hooking up with? The guy from Kentucky? Hey, he wasn't even from Kentucky. He was Morello's guy. He was stealing booze from Morello. I don't know.
And then reselling it. So not only did you get a bunch of booze, but you didn't have to pay for it?
I don't
Yeah.
think they were going to pay for it in the beginning. Oh, maybe they were.
Yeah, they're going to pay the guy from Kentucky, but it turns out he was a dick, so. Kill everyone, take the booze.
And guess what? They end prohibition.
And then we fast forward to 1935.
Uh-huh.
And then guess where we meet? at the restaurant again.
Yeah,
Yep.
but for some reason the Mafia bodyguard calls off, so you got to be his bodyguard today.
Yeah, I'm going to lunch to Pepe's Pizzeria.
He took a personal day.
My bodyguard's out.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I need someone to go with me. You're here. Let's go.
Let's
All
go
right.
to Pepe's.
Yeah, he makes the best
Pepe's.
pizza.
And they are eating lunch. They're about to enjoy some dessert. And then a bunch of guys roll up with Thompsons and start shooting up the place.
Mm-hmm.
Then they throw in a grenade.
So you kill a bunch of other people.
So then you double back around, shoot him in the back,
Yeah.
and then you talk to Moriel or
Salieri.
Salieri.
Moriello could be the name too. Who knows?
Yeah, he's like, it must be Carlo.
Carlos set me up.
That son of a bitch. No wonder he wanted
called
off.
Wait. Who's Carlo, guys?
The bodyguard who called off sick.
That
Ooh,
motherfucker.
we should go get him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you do.
So then there's this weird, like, I guess we're seeing the story from Morello's perspective
Yeah, 'cause
because you
they're-
just see Morello beating the shit out of a union guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
you
he's
ain't you gonna strike when I say you gonna strike.
It's like, what do you mean they didn't get him? How did one guy take out the whole like he didn't have a backup fucking bodyguard?
Yeah. You're supposed to be there without his bodyguard.
Yeah, Carlo called off.
Oh, Christ. But, then we have another table meeting.
Uh-huh.
And now Salieri's pissed.
So
yeah,
angry.
so his idea now now he's pissed with the prosecutor. So the idea is to take him down while he's doing a speech on a steamboat.
Oh, there's steamboats in this town too. I forgot.
Yeah. I assumed it was in like Louisiana the entire time.
Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, whatever. So they tell him that a gun will be planted in the restroom. Tommy agreed, and he gets searched heading on board dressed as a sailor in his adorable sailor outfit. And then he kills the prosecutor, heads to the front of the ship, and gets an escape from Polly in a little motorboat.
Yep, classic.
So now that we got that guy out of the way, let's go kill Morello's brother.
Yeah, now what do we gotta do?
Kill Sergio.
Sergio.
Hey, Sergio.
Go to the dock.
Ha! Nice reference.
It's getting kind of hot in here.
So he's at his lunch spot. They plan to get him while he comes to the front of the place because there's a phone there.
Yeah.
And so they go through. They call him from a payphone across the street. Some other random asshole walks to the phone. He's like, yeah, Sergio ain't here. I don't know what to... And then he gets shot up by Paul.
They're like, no, that wasn't him. Let's get out of here.
Hey, Paulie, get in the car.
And then I love how everyone's like, nah, don't even worry about it. It happened.
Yeah. Salieri's
Everybody
like,
makes mistakes.
it happens.
But we got plan B.
Oh, yeah, what's that?
He's probably at his mistress's house. Let's go plant a car bomb.
That's got to be it.
Right.
Yeah.
He always leaves at 4 o'clock. Let's get there before then.
Yeah. So in broad daylight with people walking on the street, you put a car bomb on.
Sure.
And
then some chick walks out.
is it the mistress, you think?
I assumed so.
Huh?
It might be.
But she opens up. You're like, no.
No, not you. Oh, I killed the dame. Bummer.
Doesn't he?
What was that?
Doesn't he say here, like, that's one hot dame?
Yeah,
Like,
he
after it
does.
exploded?
Yeah, it does.
I thought that was
That was
just
wildly inappropriate.
yeah. But that's her second chance of trying to get Sergio in.
Oops, fuck
Fail.
that up. And then
Hey, third time's the charm.
Salieri says, don't worry, happens to everybody.
Yeah, it's like, whatever, man. It just happens. So what? You killed an innocent mistress. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, watch these guys try it out. These guys are pros. They know
Yeah.
what they're doing.
So you just have to watch other people try and do it at a. Now this is the craziest plan of them all.
So lame.
Oh, you forgot. There was a moment where Paulie being pissed. So they go to the Rainbow Garden restaurant to kill him. They pull out a Tommy gun that just jams.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I didn't write that part
So
down.
there were 3 failed attempts to try and kill Sergio.
Hey.
Which, by the way, like up until this point, these Mafia guys, Paulie and Tommy, have been proven pretty fucking great at their jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden it takes 3 shots to get, and they don't even get them. So yeah, let's get into this scheme here.
Now this is crazy.
Yeah.
Scientist, why don't you go ahead and explain the plan here? Because this is fantastic.
They're gonna wait until Sergio pulls up to a train stop like a train crossing on a road,
Right.
not have the arms come down.
Yeah.
And they're gonna pull up behind him and push him in front of the train. That's what these other. I can see why he kept going back to Tommy and Paulie.
Yeah, he's like,
This is the plan of the other guy.
try these idiots out.
So, and well, Sergio isn't much better because he gets there. He's like, "I wonder why the arms didn't come down," and the car starts pushing him.
Yeah. Then they're like, I don't know, just drive a little further forward.
Just go ahead.
So dumb.
So they try and push the car in front of the train, but they end up pushing him too far and getting hit themselves.
And then you, being the genius you are, like, I'll fucking follow him around
Yeah,
again.
and there was the sequence where they were waiting for the train was just so goddamn long.
Yeah, it was like 20 minutes.
Because they were like trying to make tension, and they just focused on different people. It was brutal.
Yeah, they like look down the train track. You can see the train coming. They talk for a little bit, look around, look back down the train track. The train moved like 2 feet.
It's damn good.
And then they're like, and they get hit by the train and murdered. The two guys trying to murder Sergio.
So that's 4
And
attempted
Tommy
failures.
says something like, "Real fucking professionals here."
So where do you
You're
actually
dead
get
now.
him down?
You chase him to the docks where he usually hangs out. And there's another shootout.
Yeah, I guess Sergio gets there right before you. He's like, "Hey, shoot this fucking guy tailing me, huh?" So they come out firing, and you have to murder everybody. And I guess I was kind of confused about what happens here, but Tommy at some point lights a gas truck on fire.
Yeah, they're like inside a building. Like, hey, why don't you come in after us?
Oh, yeah, okay.
But he lights the
But then,
fuel tanker on fire.
right, but after that, he shoots Sergio.
Does he? Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, because he's like, yeah, you can't get in here. So he blows up the door and kills him, I guess.
Oh, I thought it blew up the whole place.
I don't know. It was very confusing.
Yeah, I just wrote down, got him with the old exploding tanker trick.
Classic.
Yeah.
Well, so now that Sergio's finally dead, it's time to take out Morello.
Yeah.
Now, this whole sequence I was very confused with. I wasn't exactly sure what happens.
Yeah, you
but
got to
there was
explain
a
to me because I was confused entirely.
Yeah.
There was a gunfight.
A shootout, you mean?
Yeah, believe it or not, another shootout with Tommy guns.
Okay.
A lot of people murdered. And then I guess Don escapes the scene. Oh, the whole idea was to shoot him when he was coming out of a movie theater.
Yeah.
And then, or just the theater. Might have been a show. I don't remember or care. But they bring Tommy guns and Luparas to take him out. And this somehow he gets away. They go on a chase. They get to the end of an unfinished bridge. And Tommy and Paulie just knock that car right off the bridge.
Did he live? I don't know. Maybe. And then it blows up.
Was there a plane involved somewhere? I saw a plane explode.
That was Shutter Island.
No, it wasn't. It was definitely this.
I don't know if there was a plane involved.
I don't remember.
Huh.
Maybe he was trying to get away in a plane and they blew up the plane.
That's what it looked like.
I mean,
I don't know.
And then he drove away in the car and just drove off the bridge.
either way,
Maybe
my man's
I
dead.
dozed off.
So now Salieri's the head honcho, big cheese in the town.
He owns both sides of the town now.
Yeah.
And it is now 1938.
Yeah, and you got to stop some whorehouse expansion.
I was drinking again. So it's another meeting with the Don and Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to move the family along, I guess you got to kill some politician with a high-powered rifle.
Yeah, because he's the one that controls the whorehouses.
Gotcha. I forgot what the link was
Yeah,
there.
there you go.
You shoot him, then you have another goddamn meeting.
Yep. Hey, let's steal some cigars because that's where it goes after killing usually.
Yeah, why do you got to steal these cigars, boss?
They're good cigars.
Yeah, we get good.
People in the clubs want cigars. Let's go get them cigars.
You want a cigar? I'll get a cigar.
Yeah. We do what the Don says.
Okay, but
And Tommy's like, what the fuck? Why are we? This is a little, small time for what we've been doing.
Yeah.
And Polly's like, yeah, he wants the cigars. Get him the cigars. So they go and they do it.
Well, first,
well, Paulie's like, wait,
I got an idea, guys.
what is it?
I'm going to rob a bank. You want to help?
No.
The Don finds out he'll be mad, but
We can't do that.
And then Paulie's like, yeah, we got it pretty... No, wait.
Sam
is
says.
like, hey, we got it pretty good. You're going to do this. You're doing it without me. I'm out. I'm not robbing a bank.
And he goes and tattles on you, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Then
Well,
like, okay.
you don't know that yet.
And then you're like, okay, I guess I won't do it.
Yeah, Paulie's just like, I'm just talking on my ass. Whatever.
Yeah, just kicking around the idea,
Yeah, let's...
You guys don't know.
Thinking out loud here.
We're brainstorming. And anyway, so they go... And they go to rob the truck full of cigars, which they do.
Mm-hmm.
And Tommy gets a weird idea in the back of the day. He's like, this can't just be cigars. So he opens up some boxes, and then what does he find, Chump Slap?
Diamonds.
Diamonds it is.
Blood diamonds, probably.
A lot of diamonds. And Paulie's like, yeah, let's take one or two. He's not going to know. There's so many of them.
And Tommy's like, no, friend.
No, he knows. Let's see if he knows. He's coming to check out the heist right now.
Nah, I ain't going to look. Just give them to me.
It's like, you want us to help you unload these? Nah, we got a guy.
And then Tommy, on the way out, is like, hey, Paul, remember that thing we talked about? Let's go talk about it later.
Yeah, let's talk about some more at your house.
They hatch this plan to rob the bank.
Mm-hmm.
And then they do it.
Sure do. Kill some people.
Yeah, rob some banks.
Rob a bank.
They had to go to other people to get their cars and weapons because they couldn't go through the mob resources.
No, sir. No Vincenzo and Ralph for this one.
Yep.
So, yeah, you go to the car guy, Luca, who's like, hey, I know where a car is. You got to go see my buddy Big Dick.
You just wanted to say
I
Big
thought it was
Dick.
Big Biff.
So did I.
No, it's Big Dick.
Oh, okay.
He makes a
You
bunch
know
of
those
dick
Italians
jokes.
named
It's great.
Richard?
Hey, Dickie.
But shootout happens. Big Dick and Tommy are now bros. That's what I have written in my notes.
All right.
And then he gets back to Luca, and Luca's like, yeah, I got a car for you. You need to go steal this really fast German car. And it's like, so what the fuck do I need you for, Luca, if you're just sending me to steal a car? You're just like that asshole from the beginning.
Yeah, I got a car for you. There's one over there you can steal.
Exactly.
That doesn't mean you have a car for me then.
I know where it is. It's more than you got.
I don't think you know how to take the reservation.
So, any hoodles, they rob the bank. They open the big-ass vault, steal the money.
And they're like, hey, we'll just meet up tomorrow and talk about it.
Hey, you going to take this money back to your place, Paulie?
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Go get some rest.
Yeah.
Big
we'll have to
day.
do a lot of counting tomorrow.
That was great. Good job, guys.
That's the whole scene.
So Tommy thinks like, all right, I guess I'll just stumble on over to Paulie's, see what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
But then what happens?
he goes there, he opens the door, and guess what?
Oh, God, Paulie's dead.
No! And the phone rings.
Not Paulie.
And the money's gone.
Oh no, Paulie.
Someone took all the money.
Who's calling? Who's calling Paulie?
I don't know, but I'll pick up the phone.
Check who it is.
Hey, what's up?
Yo, it's Sam.
This is Paul. Paulie's dead. This is Tommy. I'm at Paulie's place. He's dead.
I know. I killed him.
Well, he doesn't tell you that.
Well, you should know.
He's like, oh, I called to tell Tommy that.
Oh, I called to warn you.
I called to warn you. Salieri's pissed. You got to go. I'll help you leave. Meet me at this place.
Come meet me.
Do we have to keep doing this
Jeez,
bit?
No. So, Papa
Very
Scotch, do they
productive
meet
bit,
or
though.
what?
You just kept moving.
So you go to the place Sam tells you, and I don't know. It looks like Grand Central Station almost.
But it's some type of, I don't know,
Yeah.
City
museum?
Gallery is all they
Yeah.
had it called.
gallery or some sort.
But then Sam's there, and he tells you that he betrayed you. He killed Paulie, took the money, and now he's going to kill you.
I'm going to kill you. Well, I'm not going to kill you. My guy's going to kill you.
And hey, we know you didn't kill Michelle and Frank, but we did.
What? How'd you find that out?
Because Michelle came back.
That dame.
You can't trust the dame.
But they're like, yeah, we found out Frank was alive too. Then we murdered
And
him.
his family.
No, they didn't kill the family.
I know, but it was funny to say.
Oh. It's like, you really sent someone to Europe to kill Frank? He's like, yeah, we did.
No, we just called our connections in Italy and sent them.
It's been 2 years. He hasn't said anything. We still killed him.
But so a whole bunch of shooting ensues and a whole bunch of like radio play bullshit. There's also Tommy doing a ninja roll at some point.
Obviously.
Heck of a crescendo to end the game.
But basically, you get the one up on Sam. He's like, you won't kill me. You don't kill guys.
He's like, you're afraid to kill me. It's like, Dude, I didn't kill 2 guys that were nice. You're shooting at me the whole time. Of course I'm going to
I killed a lot of guys who shot at me.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I just murdered like 30 of your guys.
What makes you think
And you think I'm not going to kill you?
Yeah.
So he kills him.
Yeah.
Boom.
In a dramatic
super
thing.
Dramatic.
Because he's like, oh, no, I'll let you leave. And then he's like, hey, turn around, and shoots him.
Hey, Sam, one last thing before you go.
Bang.
Pop.
Ah!
Hey, you got me, Tommy.
I'm dying here.
Tommy, you're stuck. Plugged them. Anyway,
So now you know Salieri's pissed and he wants you dead.
So you talk to the cops.
Yeah, so you go rat him out, which is the great thing to do.
yeah, snitches, it always works out great for
Yeah.
them.
Snitches get
They don't get
away.
stitches.
Snitches get away. That's our famous national motto. Snitches get away fine. So Tom meets with clearly an Irish detective.
Is that what he was? I couldn't tell from
I
the shitty
don't
accent.
either. It was definitely... He had to be Irish.
Could
yeah.
be Scottish.
There's only 2 types of people in this world.
Irish and Italian.
Yeah.
And
So now this is the end of the game, which was such a fucking weird way to end
yeah,
the
they
game. but it's
recap
like,
everything that happened.
Yeah, they recap everything, and he explains everything to the cop. It's a weird timeline. So they go up back and forth through time.
Tell you how the Morello and Salieri both started out and how they became enemies.
Oh, yeah.
And there's like a weird undercurrent of like how Tom's like, yeah, it's pretty fucking awesome to be a criminal.
And then the cop's like, normal people just don't go around killing people.
Yeah, he's like, didn't you regret killing any? Yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Got to make a buck, you know?
And he's like, and all the cops were on the take, and if people needed help, they'd just go see Don Salieri, and he'd help them out.
But what I don't understand is
it'd
the
be
cops
great.
are on the take. Why are you ratting them out to the cops?
It's a good question.
Because the Irish cops weren't on the take.
Oh. Yeah, the Irish are the upstanding, respectable ones in this story. Not like real life.
Whoa, Jesus.
Man, we're just putting everyone on blast.
Looks like Chump.
But
That's something I would say.
yeah, it's weird that Chump Slap isn't saying all the spicy shit. It's Dr. Syintist today, but all right. As long as one of you
It's
guys are doing
opposite
it.
day.
Yeah.
But so that's when we get the final last leg of this is there was a trial and Salieri's in jail. Tom got off fine and put in witness relocation on the other side of the country.
Him and Sarah got married and had a nice family.
I think he already had the kid by the time.
Yeah, but they moved to a nice suburb.
Yeah.
And I love how, because this took place in the last moment of Dawn murder was 1938. And then he just mentions in the prologue, he's like, yeah, the peace was interrupted by the war, but we got through it.
Yeah, like he had to go to war or...
That's how they summed up all of World War II.
Yeah.
It was a little kerfluffle or whatever, but it was
A little
fine.
kerfuffle.
I was in America. It didn't matter.
Italy was involved. I didn't want to take sides.
So now it's like the 50s, I
Yeah,
guess,
it's like
or
10
late
years
40s.
after all the prosecutions. and
Yeah, he's all gray and old.
stuff. Mowing his lawn.
So we'll say the 50s, and then a bunch of people come up and say, Don Salieri sends his regards.
Well, first they ask. They're like, are you Tommy Angelo? And he's like, yeah.
Which is weird because you think they change his name in
Yeah.
witness
It's
protection.
like, why would you say yes, you fucking idiot?
I'm like, who are you? I'm Bob, the Hebrew legend. Mazel tov. I'm like, oh, clearly he's not Italian, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, he says yeah, and then they just
Boom.
boom, yeah, shoot him.
Shotgun to the chest.
And then he's like laying there dying, going through his head.
And he's
with some
talking
speech.
something stupid.
I stopped it. I didn't want to
Yeah.
hear what he had to say.
He's like, it turns out snitches do get stitches.
Yeah.
But
If he wasn't going to say that, I didn't want to hear it.
But the stitches don't stop the blood.
Your stitches don't stop
think
internal bleeding.
I think it was one of those games where it's the same exact thing they said in the beginning of the game as the end of the
Yeah.
game.
Okay.
But now we have context.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the end, your best friend kills you.
Yup. And he didn't even know these guys.
Yeah, I know.
So what the fuck is he talking about?
But they became his best friends. The real story is the friends you made along the way.
Right, the mob treasure was the friendship.
You didn't get that?
I do now. Thanks, guys.
That's it. That's
Oh,
the game.
thank God.
You're welcome, gentlemen. So, yeah, I just thought the ending was fucking lame. Like,
I actually kind of liked the ending.
The ending's the only thing that made it worth anything.
Yeah, I know.
When he died, it was like, oh, thank God.
What it really did teach you is snitches do get stitches.
Yeah.
It just might take 10 years.
maybe not so much the exact ending, like where he gets murdered in his front lawn,
Oh,
but
he rats everybody out.
yeah, like the Sam ending was the final boss fight.
Yeah, that was.
And then we
lame.
have a half hour of explanation and him turning.
Yeah, it's the other guys get what's coming them.
You think you should have just killed Salieri and became the boss yourself?
You'd think, right?
Might as well, because all his
Well,
right-hand men
if
are
this
gone.
game was made probably 10 years later, there would have been moral choices. And
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. Well, let's go ahead and wrap this up. How about that?
Sounds good.
all right.
I'll tell you what, just in the spirit of fun, I'll go first since I picked this game, and
Oh, yeah?
I'm
You're the
sorry.
one who played it?
Wasn't...
Whoa. Let me ask you something quick.
Okay, yeah, what could you possibly ask me? Go ahead.
Would you play it? Would you score it? Did the story work for you?
That's 3 things you asked him.
Thank you, Mr. Chump Slap.
Three-part question.
Did the story work for me? I think ultimately it did insofar as there was definitely a beginning to it, there was a middle, and there was an end. It had a structure, but it committed one of the biggest video game story sins you could possibly commit, which is it's fucking boring.
Sure was.
Jesus, there was no rising through the ranks. Like, you were just not in the mob. You did one favor, and now you're in the mob.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
So... And then you do a bunch of shady shit, murder a bunch of people, but, you save 1 or 2 good guys. It's supposed to be an anti-hero thing, but in most, you're just a scumbag.
Like most games with anti-heroes.
Right. So, did the story work for me? Overall, I guess I'm going to give it a hard no. It was boring. A lot of the missions were cookie cutter. There were a couple of interesting things thrown in, like the race was completely different than anything else, but it happened way in the beginning of the game.
And you never got another one?
Yeah, and you never got another one, or you never got a car that was even that fast. So it was just frustrating after that. I do remember there also being a mechanic where if you went over the speed limit, cops would pull you over and issue you a ticket.
Oh, yeah.
Which was a horrible
Do you
decision
think they
by
actually
the
had
developers.
speed limits then?
I guess so.
How would they check? They don't
Or
have
at least
radar
maybe-
detectors.
Yeah, maybe like a reckless driving or
Tail,
something
yeah.
like that.
I was doing 65 behind you, so you must have been doing 65.
Yeah. That's how they do it now.
Anyway, so would I play it? No. Even if they redid it, I probably wouldn't play it. I played Mafia 3, and that was fine. But no, I wouldn't play it just because it was too boring. So overall score, what am I going to give it? Overall, I did like the end. I thought that was, a nice little justification for the whole thing, but it didn't blow me away, and it's something I didn't realize how much I forgot about until I rewatched this whole thing. So for score, I'm going to give it a 8.
Okay.
Just because it was very ambitious in its story.
Yeah, it tried.
Yeah.
It made an effort, and I think it was just the technical limitations. They would have went bigger, but they just couldn't do it. So I'm happy with my 8.
All right.
So now that I made my piece, let's go to Chump Slap.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Would you play it? Would you score it? Did the story work for you?
Would I play it? No. It's didn't look fun. Was it like third-person shooter? Like over-the-shoulder
Typical
type shit?
sandbox stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of looked like it was like a Grand Theft Auto wannabe. But
with a better story.
I guess back at this time, Grand Theft Auto was still like the overhead, right?
I don't know.
No, this was 2002, so it was November of 2002. So Grand Theft Auto 3 would have came out like almost a year before.
Yeah. Was Grand Theft Auto 3? Oh, that was like the first one that was...
Third person.
Yeah, that was the first one that was like 3D and not
Okay.
overhead.
Yeah. Well, it seemed like it tried to do like a Grand Theft Auto thing, but didn't quite nail it.
Trying to steal some of the cash from GTA.
Yeah. The story, all the people seem the same. Sam and I couldn't tell who was Sam and who was
Paulie.
Paulie or
Or Luigi or Salvatore.
Well, I knew who Luigi and Frank were. I could tell those two apart because they were like the older guys.
Frank had glasses.
Yeah. And Salieri was always smoking a fucking cigar.
And Luigi had a fucking apron on.
Yeah. I didn't like the cigar smoke animation. That annoyed me every time I saw it. There's just like little circles that just went up and got bigger. So annoying.
Yeah, it was weird and disembodied. It was very odd.
No, the story didn't work. It was, like you said, there's no fucking rise. You're just, boom, you're awesome. You're in the Mafia. Hey, great. You're going to do the most important things I have to have somebody do.
Well, you saw what his other guys did when they were left up to it.
Yeah, but Paulie was Sam. Why didn't they do this shit? Why were you the guy who had to go and get the prosecutor and all the info and shit?
Good point.
Didn't make any sense. And I did watch Johnny Dangerously this week, so I know
Perfect.
I know how these things work. So no, story didn't work. Wouldn't play it. But for the attempt, I gave it an 8 as well.
All right.
Because the only thing that gave it any points was how you died at the end. I mean, that was kind of fun.
All right, great. So that is a 16 so far. Let's see. I'm sure, Dr. Syintist, you'll be very favorable and give it a 20-something. So let's see what you had to say. Would you play it? Would you score it? Did the story work for you?
Well, I don't do third-person sandbox stuff. I don't like those games. I don't get them.
No, sir.
So I wouldn't play it. So I don't like it.
Well, didn't you play Infamous?
Yeah.
Kind of third-person
Yeah,
sandbox
that's
stuff.
different, though.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Why? Because there's no mob?
Because they're superheroes.
Because you hate Italians. Just say it.
All right. I hate Europeans.
All right, fair enough.
The story was, I mean, as far as Scotchies go, this story was perfect.
As far as Scotchies go, fair. It was one of the more cinematic stories in the Scotch canon.
It was a lot of trite, already like stereotypes of mafia stuff, like shakedowns and bootlegging and stuff. So, but it was a little interesting. I mean, a little.
Right, of course.
But I did like how the story ended, because snitches do get stitches.
Yep.
Sure do.
But overall, I mean, I was going to give it an 8, but I scratched it out and gave it a 7.
Good call.
Yeah.
You don't want to follow the flock.
Yeah.
Step in shit.
Yeah. Exactly. So
that gives us a 23.
Which is probably the third highest rated game we did so far this year.
Not bad.
No, it is. Yes, we had. No, it's the fourth highest. We had Silent Hill 2 at 41, Legacy of Kain from last week at 38, and then Parasite Eve at 37. So this is a 23. So ultimately, after that hot start we had, still one of the better games of this year.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of months left, so.
Yeah, there's plenty of time.
Plenty more Scotchies coming your guys'
This
way.
may be the best Scotchy you ever pick.
Really? You think so?
It's no Kane and Lynch.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. No, we rated Max Payne better. That was a better Scotchy.
Yeah. Well, not in my book.
Yeah. Well, Kane and Lynch not in my book either.
I'm going to get a Kane and Lynch tattoo just to remember how awesome it was.
I don't think you will.
Nope, you're probably right. Whatever.
I'll give you $50 if you do.
All right.
That was a roller coaster of emotions. So, how about anybody else have anything they want to say besides, how great this game was?
I'm kind of hungry.
And how great my picking abilities are.
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm done talking about this.
Yeah. Let's stop the Italian accents.
Yeah.
Forget about it. Okay. I had to get one more out there. Sorry. So that's fine. That'll take us to our favorite segment of every week, which is Dr. Syintist Tom Hanks' film Lock of the
Lock.
Every week, we ask Dr. Syintist for a 100% guaranteed Tom Hanks film pick, and to this day, he has never gotten one wrong because they're all great. So,
I don't know. Last
Dr.
week was
Syintist,
pretty shitty.
Well, for all of those people that followed our advice, flew down to New Orleans, went to the World War II Museum, and saw this video, you're welcome. So, Dr. Syintist, what do you have for us?
Well, we have another documentary that Tom Hanks was involved in. It's a mini series about civil rights. Can you guys guess what it is?
Philadelphia.
No. Close. It was all about housing discrimination. It's a little mini-series we like to call Bosom Buddies.
Oh, is it now?
So go watch that whole mini-series and you'll understand the plight of middle-class white guys trying to get houses in the early 80s.
Was it a mini series? It was a full series, right?
Yeah, the 2 seasons.
Okay.
But you really don't understand how hard white people had it, especially white men.
Wow.
Yeah, they're never going to understand the struggle.
Yeah.
Unless they saw Three's Company.
Well, yeah, kind of. Yeah. But yeah, it's all about how white men were discriminated against and couldn't get houses.
Wow.
It's interesting. You don't even realize it happened in America.
Damn.
It's hard to believe that it could happen here, you know?
Well, it is. A sure thing.
Absolutely. So go out there, sell all your money, and watch this movie. Series, whatever it is.
Documentary.
That's going to take us... Documentary. You're right. Sorry. Investigative journalism. Bosom Buddies. But that's going to take us to our favorite segment of every week, which is Chump Slap's Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Dun, 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 dun.
Crack a window, let the stank out.
Every week,
Ass and
Dr.
titties.
Scientist and I pick
Nipples and
3
butts.
characters in the game,
Ass
and
and titties. Nipples and
Chump Slap
butts.
over there has to pick which one he would like to marry, which one he would like to murder, and which one he would like to sleep with.
It's your game.
So-
You come up with 2.
That's right. Well, we accidentally are doing a pretty good rotation here
Yeah.
of who picks 2. So yeah, this week is my week.
Ooh.
So, oh boy, definitely.
I mean, all the characters are the same.
I know it is tough. So you got to go with the big boss, right? You
Yeah.
got to go with Don Salieri.
Okay.
So Don Salieri, we're gonna go ahead and throw in there. There are just so few women in this game.
2 from what I
Yeah,
recall.
it's 2 that I remember. Oh, 3. Frank's wife.
If you count
Oh, that's
Frank's
right.
wife. All right. So then I will add in, you know what? I guess we'll put Sarah in there. Sure.
Okay.
Sarah and Don Salieri, and who do you got there, Dr. Scientist?
Can I pick Salieri from Amadeus?
I don't know what that
No,
means.
it's got to be from
Oh,
this
okay.
game.
God damn it. Everybody else is exactly the same.
So just say one name. Sal.
No. Hold on. Which was the guy with the cars? Ralph? Yeah, Ralph.
All right.
The slow guy who
we
works
got
on cars.
Ralph.
Oh, Jesus.
So we got Ralph, the car guy,
All right.
who's not Luca. We got Don Salieri,
Okay.
and then we have
Your wife, Sarah.
Tommy Angelo's wife, Sarah.
Let's see here.
He always goes ways I don't think he's gonna. He's hard to predict in
he
these
keeps
things.
it interesting. That's for sure.
I can't wait to see what
I think I'll marry the Dawn.
Oh, yeah, you want the power.
Wow.
So I
Gets
can-
the power.
Yeah. And then I could plead the 5th or whatever. So I don't have to testify against him because we're married.
Yeah.
And then he can hold all my secrets.
Hi-oh! Pew, pew. Talk about
They
vagina.
got fucking kill left.
Well, then I'm going to have to fuck Sarah because I did not like the guy with the cars.
So you're gonna kill the slow guy.
I'm going to kill Ralph.
Okay.
What did he ever do for anybody? It's like, I
He
work
didn't
on
even
cars.
provide you with cars. He just told you where cars were. It's like, yeah, well, Nikki out there has a really cool car. Go steal it. Like, what?
I won so
Thanks,
much
sounds
money
very
thanks to
helpful.
you. Here's an idea of where to find a car. Fuck him. He
fucking
deserves to die.
Okay, so the summary one more time. What was it, Chump Slap?
Fuck Sarah. Kill Ralph.
Marry
Marry
the
that
Dawn.
Salieri guy.
All right, you heard it here first. Let's say someone heard your picks here and they really thought you should have married Sarah to keep the romance going, keep the
canon
story
ending.
alive. Where would they send an email telling you why you're wrong there, Dr. Chump Slap?
You mean Sir Chump Slap?
Doctor. I'm a
Chump
doctor
Slap.
now.
That's what I said.
I just graduated. Thank you. You
was
can
your
send that to plottytime@gmail.com and I'll get back to you as soon as I realize you sent me an email.
He has a 100% guaranteed response rating, people. So send him some thoughts or some news or your fanfic.
Seriously,
He'll love it.
just send me
He'll
something. I got so much free time.
Your recipe for
So much.
bacon covered enchiladas?
Yeah, you got a movie I haven't seen yet? Let me know about it.
Upside down cake, whatever. Send it his way. And let's say they wanted to get really mad at you right now, Dr. Scientist, about how you undermined Dr. Chump Slap's doctorate he just got. Where can they do that on the socials?
Well, first they should contact Poppascotch and make fun of him for always mixing up the names, and then they can go to
How dare you?
Twitter or Instagram and message at Plotty
Perfect.
Time.
So that does it for us this week. So I don't know, get out there, play some games. Don't believe anything Chump Slap says, and we'll talk to you next week.
See ya. I only speak the truth.